do this pretty quick because I only have 10 minutes, and if I go too long, then my other folks won't have any time. So here we go. First big idea around blogging is micro-niching. You guys need to understand that the big guys have gone after the big niches, or the big subject areas. So you're going to really, for this year, you're going to have to really go small to really grab an audience. So think about your audience in slices, look for specific problems, and then come up with novel solutions. If anyone else is doing it, then you have to find a different way of doing it to stand out. The next one is joint blogging. Look for people who are complementary in your niche or in your subject space. Join up with them and look for ways for you to share audiences, look for ways to co-create products, invite them onto your blog to do guest blogging posts as well as co-promote. So really find a way to work together to maximize your reach. So that's joint blogging. The next one is the power trio. Blogging is just not about text. There's a lot of different ways for you to expand your reach and get a bigger audience. I call this the power trio because they work really well. Blog post, follow that up with a podcast or start a podcast. That means that you can get on iTunes, get yourself a larger audience there. And then webinars. Webinars is an incredible way to engage with your audience as well as to get feedback from your audience, and that will help you create new content. So the power trio. And I'm a Batman fan. Just like that. Guerrilla promotion. So everybody, I know we get into this we kind of think about our blog, and the only thing we can do to promote our blog is online, but actually you need to kind of broaden your focus and look offline as well. So anything that is going out of your organization is a platform for you to put your blog address on. So any outbound paper. One of my favorite things to put a blog address on is an invoice. Your clients are looking at the invoice, so that's a great way of doing it. Invoices, all of your outbound, so packaging. If you run a restaurant, put your blog address on the menu. Offline advertising, go ahead and put your blog address in that yellow page ad. It's going to be around for 12 months. That's a good way of starting to drive some traffic to you there. Signatures. I think everybody's kind of onto this right now, but in your signatures, your email signature should have your blog address in there, just to kind of promote your presence from there. You can use an application called YStamp. It's pretty cool. We'll go ahead and put that in there for you, as well as the little RSS of your latest blog post. And your form signatures too. That's a great way of doing it. Mutant content. Mutant content. I love Wolverine. So mutant content hubs. Content hubs are, and they're all around us now. Organizations or sites that have gone out there, they're collecting their audience around certain functions, such as, to give you an example, SlideShare is aggregating an audience around PowerPoint and keynote presentations. Go figure. But it's a huge deal. Pinterest, they're doing the same thing with photos. iTunes is doing it around podcasts, and as well as YouTube. We all know YouTube has aggregated a huge audience around video content. Take your content, repurpose it into different areas. So repurpose it so it can go on SlideShare, Pinterest, and be able to pull those audiences into your blog. Mutant content. Bright faces. Folks, look at your blogs, and if the biggest thing on your blog is just a logo, then you're missing an opportunity. Go out there, take pictures of your people who work with you, your customers, start debuting and putting them into your blog post. Really create that personal connection. We like to see other people on our blogs, and it's actually a great way of kind of demonstrating that you actually are social and you just don't have a blog. So it's a big idea because it's funny because I don't see a lot of people doing that. So I'm going to challenge everyone here to go ahead and do that as well. Bright faces. Blog pep rallies. Find a goal for all the people on your blog to get behind. On Pushing Social, we have the 1,000 New Blog Reader Challenge, just to get everybody into an aspiring goal, to get everybody moving in the same direction. This is a great way of getting that audience unity, and it's also a great way of showing some social proof. So if everyone on your blog is kind of pulling for a common goal, maybe a common cause, you may want to raise money for a charity, I think it's a great way of inspiring your folks and getting everyone together. Intentional evangelism. Everybody wants fans, but the secret to getting fans is that you have to train fans. You have to nurture fans. So think about all of your blog posts and think about how you can start to educate, organize, and reward people who actually do things for the community and really support you on your blog. So that can mean just not the retweet, but actually calling them up and saying, hey, listen, what can I do to help you? Okay, so I think that's very important. Adopt a reader. Find a reader and lavish tons of love on them. I think you need to do that more often. We call it surprise and delight in the offline world, but I remember 2 years ago, I got a phone call out of the blue from Mark Schaefer. I'm going, you're actually talking to me on the phone? Like, I thought we only do this on Twitter. But he called me up, and I mean, like, it really made it real. I was able to connect with him, and you could do the exact same thing with your readers. So it allows you to demonstrate your values, as well as if you listen to your readers, and you really have created that connection, you'll be surprised at the content that will be created. I met a lot of my readers last night, and I have 2 weeks worth of content just from conversations, so that's important. Get a new role model. That's my role model, Tim Cook. He has huge shoes to fill, obviously, over there at Apple. But I say get a new role model because it's very easy for us to kind of look within our particular niche. Look outside of your niche. Find somebody that inspires you, that gives you new challenges. You'll get new perspectives on your subject matter, and you'll find different ways of approaching your content. So look right now for 2012, and I'm sure you have one person, but look outside of your niche and try to find somebody that really inspires you. So those were my 10 big blogging ideas. And